Right, my sultry voice, guys. Are you ready? My partner told me he was excited to start a family, but went and had a vasectomy done in secret. I don't know how we can move forward from this. Context. I, 22 female, have known and wanted to be a mum and have a family since I was little. I've been with my partner, 24 male, for 6 years now, and he was aware of this. He supported it, but obviously wanted to wait to start trying till we got older. I felt the same given we're still young, and when we first got together, not in the position to start a family. But now, we have both graduated from college and are working stable jobs and are engaged. Now that we are at this stage, we discussed and agreed to start actively trying for a baby. That was about 7 months ago. He's known how badly I've wanted this and has seen how upset I've gotten each month when tests come back negative. But he always supported me and comforted me, telling me that it will happen soon. But it didn't. 2 weeks ago, he told me we need to talk. Those words never sounded good, and they weren't. Oh my God. He ended up telling me that he had a vasectomy performed while I was on a trip with my friends for my 21st birthday last year. While I respect his decision to do so, I still can't help but be hurt that he did this and yet kept telling me not to worry, that it will happen soon, and how excited he was to taking a step forward. I just don't understand why he couldn't have told me he wasn't ready or didn't want kids. Prior to us starting to try, I was on birth control and we used other protection methods. I really thought we were on the same page about wanting kids someday, and when we decided to start trying, I'm just in complete shock that he hid such a major thing from me, and we haven't been speaking much, and he's been staying with his brother since he told me. I don't know how we can work this out or move past this. I still love him, but I'm hurt that he acted like nothing was wrong, and it's making me doubt if I want to go through with our wedding now, but at the same time I don't want to leave.
Why would he do that?
What an actual liar.
And also he was like constantly reassuring her.
And making her, you know how hard it is to like feel like there's something wrong with you when really it's him just constantly lying to you. So when she's having all these negative tests, why doesn't he speak up and take the burden of her and not make her feel like there's something wrong, that it's actually him who's had a vasectomy? He's literally been lying for so long, and he's just suddenly sat her down one day and said, oh babe, sorry, I've got to tell you I had a vasectomy. Like, are you stupid?
No, he thought about that. He knew what he was doing.
And it's like, and it's calculated lying as well, because he's like comforting her, saying, don't worry, it'll happen soon, I'm excited for us. Like, that's sick.
No, she needs to drop him. I'm sorry.
That's actually
getting
evil.
ready for a wedding. No, there's no wedding.
That's actually evil.
There's no relationship here.
No, there isn't.
That's really sad. And you know what's really annoying me is the fact that women and, you know, like fertility, it's a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
And when it's like something that you really want, it's like, oh, I really want to have a baby with you, and they're agreeing with you and saying, yes, I want to do this as well.
And he's actively taking part, meaning he's actively having sex with her, making her think
exactly
that they're getting pregnant when really they're not.
And it's not even that, he can't have just randomly had a vasectomy. It doesn't make sense. I think he planned to have a vasectomy. I don't think he wanted children. He just failed to communicate that to her. Yeah. But it's just wild that he would keep this facade up and then randomly break it to her.
7 months after trying for a baby, that
he's actually had a vasectomy, making her feel like she's the problem and that, oh, I can't conceive. Like, that's psychologically damaging.
Imagine that, the constant like heartbreak every time you see your period or every time you see a negative pregnancy test, and it's all because of him, because he can't tell the truth. And it's a big thing to have a family. So why are you still like engaging in what's it called, in having an engagement, or what's it called,
like, why are you even planning?
Yeah, why are you even doing that? Why are you trying to get married to someone that clearly wants children, and if you don't, you've clearly had a vasectomy? Like, that's such a horrible thing to do to someone.
It's like is it gaslighting that he was like
extreme level.
Her? That's so,
He was like, I'm excited for her.
Yeah. It will happen soon. No, mate, she needs to drop him.
And he's probably comforting and hugging her and all this time.
No, he sounds like a devil in sheep's clothing.
Imagine what he will do to you if you did have children. How horrible he would be.
Yeah, like, imagine he was, oh no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't be with someone like that.
No, I think she should drop him. Ew.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest lie that you can tell someone. It's a massive betrayal. And now it makes me think, what else have you been lying about?
Exactly. The thing is, they're like 22 and 24 years old. I just find it weird. If he's 24 years old and he's getting a vasectomy, it's very clear that he does not want to have children.
Yeah, that's
or
like
he's
active, like...
Can you reverse vasectomies?
I think you can.
So he probably thought, right, I actually don't want to have children now, even though she really wants one. Let me go and get a vasectomy and then maybe reverse it in a couple of years when I am ready. So he's taken the agency away from her.
Yeah.
He's like said, no, this is my thing.
Maybe he loves her and he didn't know how to tell her, but he took a very active approach to basically not having children. I think you can reverse them, but I don't know what the probability of you having kids is.
Again, having reversed the vasectomy.
Yeah.
But it's just 24 years old getting a vasectomy, that's so strange.
Like, how do you know? Okay, fine, maybe you don't want children now, you might want them in the future. I mean, we don't know.
But just tell her.
But just communicate.
Like, what is the problem? Why can't you just sit her down and say, look, babe, I'm not really ready to have children right now, but let's try in a couple of years. So easy.
There's a movie that someone says, enunciate, project, conversate, say something, insert yourself in this situation when she's taking this pregnancy test to not look like a mug each month when my man's shooting nothing.
Exactly.
There's blanks.
I just think he should have told her.
I think, yeah, of course.
I'm not ready to have a baby, and then I think she would have been very happy and receptive to that.
Yeah, and she would have planned her life, and she would not have wasted 7 months of anxiety.
Exactly.
Of like checking on do you know how much anxiety comes with planning for a baby and you can't get pregnant? There's so much.
And sadness.
And so much sadness. Like, so
He's literally made her go through all these months of just seeing that she's not
the concept of feeling like there's something wrong with you. You're constantly tracking your period. You're constantly tracking when your period's coming, being upset when your period comes.
Constantly going to the doctor, thinking, oh, what, like, are my eggs all there? Like, do you know what I mean?
And seeing kids, people with babies. Why can't I procreate?
God.
Like, he's put her through probably mental anguish.
Yeah. No, she needs to drop
Or because
him.
he couldn't tell the truth.
She should drop him. The thing that I have a problem with is the fact that he can just make snap decisions like that involve both of them. It's like no consultation. Just, I'm doing this for myself.
Again,
it's very selfish.
Don't you think that both men from this scenarios have both made decisions for the other, very rash, for the other person, and left it for a very long length of time?
Exactly.
To think
7 months, 8 years, both very long periods of time.
Like, did he not think the first time that she did a pregnancy test and it was negative and he saw how upset she was, did he not think, let me just
tell her the truth?
That's how you know he does not love her. There's no... Anyway, what I was saying is, I genuinely believe this man does not love this woman.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me how you can literally put somebody through. Like, she probably thought she had fertility issues at 22 hard. Imagine.
I know. And there's no respect.
No respect.
No, just general human
Nice.
empathy. Like, what's wrong with you?
Anyway. So, imagine, what would you do if that was you? He went and
fight him. I would actually fight him.
If your husband
I'd give him
got
a
a
real
vasectomy,
I'll give him the real one.
just give him the snip.
Because it's just horrible.
Do you know what this makes me think about? This sends me to how this man has no remorse for... Because, you know, when I see women online and how they talk about their struggles with having a baby and just how, like, emotional the whole process is, and some people go into depression. Like, I don't think he was even thinking about all of these things that she was going through.
He's selfish.
Like, I just like, what the hell? He's 24 years old. Like, I can understand why there is, you know.
Yeah.
Why he's a little bit immature with regards to these situations. But how dare you let someone think that it's okay
to let them carry on that way?
Yeah, to believe that they're gonna get pregnant eventually.
But you know, another thing for me is it's okay to not want to have children. okay? But you need to communicate that with your partner. Like, if you meet someone, yeah, I feel like in Somali culture it's a bit, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw someone and they said to me at the age of 22, I don't want kids, I'd just be like, cool. I think your mindset might change in a few years.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's fine. Like, that's not an issue. You just have to let your partner know.
I don't think these two are compatible, because she's obviously, she really wants to have children.
Yeah, and she's been talking about it for a while.
Not only does she want to have children, but she's actively trying to have kids. And this guy, to me, well, obviously doesn't want to have children. So I think it's time to cut your losses, hun.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand why it's hard. It's going to be a heartbreak for her. It's 6 years of investment that she's spent in this relationship. They're engaged. She says that she still loves him.
That really pisses me off that they've been together for 6 years and he hasn't had the heart to tell her.
And that whole time, in those 6 years, he was planning with her to have children.
No, hold on, I'm sorry, that's not a
really
relationship.
sick. It's not though, it's horrible. He's a liar and he made a selfish decision.
What the hell? I don't understand this man. I just don't understand his thought process.
I just think, you know what it is? Children should be the first topic that you talk about in the list of things that you talk about that are like, what are my wants and what are my needs in a relationship. If he says I don't want children, then you automatically know you and this person cannot go ahead, because unless you change your mind or he changes his mind, no one's gonna, do you know what I mean?
He watched her
take multiple negative
for 7 months.
It's sadistic.
In that time he had a vasectomy for 7 This is sick.
And you have to
This
think,
is actually sick.
he probably sat on the sofa and like cuddled her, watched movies with her, relaxed her, said, I love you, babe, I'm excited, it will happen soon for us.
But now let's watch the football. The whole time he had a vasectomy, I would be fuming.
I would. I think this is a big betrayal. This is the end of a relationship.
No, this is a cut. Get him out. Get out.
How is she ever going to trust anyone again? My God.
Someone said it's the fact that he planned and made arrangements and completed the vasectomy in secret and then kept that secret for 7 months. If he took away your right to have dominion over your reproductive choices, wallahi warun.
I know, these people are smart.
They're smart.
They're
This
not
is what
like
we should have been saying.
We should have said
reproductive choices. So he took away your right to have dominion over your reproductive choices.
That's a very smart way to summarise everything that we've been saying.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say, but I don't have the words to express.
It's okay.
I don't have the vocabulary.
Reproductive choices are very like SAS
type of word. Another one. Ready? He literally put his wants and needs ahead of yours. Selfish. Without discussion and lied. Selfish. I feel like we touched on that.
Yeah, we did.
There is no getting past this.
There isn't.
The only choice is moving on. ... without him. And that,
the people of Reddit have spoken. They have.
Wait, here we go.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, your fiance isn't capable of the emotional connection you thought he was.
That's so true.
This won't change, believe me. I tried to change a man like this for 17 years. Divorced, it's heartbreaking, but you deserve better.
Indeed. Someone
who's exactly who you think they are. So she doesn't even know her own partner.
What does she use? Emotionally?
He isn't capable of an emotional connection. How can you even think
like
about having babies with this person?
That's actually crazy. You can't though. You can't have babies with this
I want to know the update. Oh,
is there an update?
There's an update. I want to know.
Oh no.
I'm thinking we might save that for next week. But I really want to know.
No, we've got to save it for next week.
And I can't read it because otherwise I'll just be...
We're going to divulge and we're just going to carry on. We can't, guys. The update is for next week because we're already running into an hour. But I want to end the scenario with this. I feel like we don't want to hate on men, but the two men in these scenarios have been complete and utter arseholes.
Yeah. Am I the arsehole? Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
And I also believe, saying that, Harder, it's like a lot of the time, it's not us hating on men, it's us hating on the acts,
the decisions,
the choices that
some of these men make.
Sometimes it's the women. We can't take away from the fact that women are also capable of making silly decisions. But most of the time they happen to be men.
But I just feel
it's not the men that we hate on, is it?
No. But a big situation, I don't know why I'm holding your hand. I feel like we've got to, I know I'm quite hot-blooded. Should we put our fingers together?
Well, what were you going to say?
So what I was going to end this, to summarise, the key factor in both these situations is
we've lost life.
Oh my god, we've got that. But I need to summarise. The key factor in this situation is the lack of communication both those people had. If you communicate with your partner previously and you really talked it through, this situation wouldn't have happened. So what is this, people? We've got
communication is the key to a happy, healthy, thriving relationship. So guys, what are we going to do now when we have a problem?
We're going to talk.
We're going to talk.
We're going to talk it out.
We're going to sit down, we're going to
talk
have a chat.
To your group chats, talk to your friends, talk to your partners, talk to your family.
Talk to your parents.
Just talk it out.
Just have the chat. Don't make rash decisions without speaking about them to somebody first.
Honestly, because someone else's perspective will always make you feel better.
Exactly.
Or it might show you a different path that you didn't see
You didn't even consider. And sometimes Shaitan will only make you think about one decision.
Yeah, do you know what Shaitan does? He like blocks you into one
it's like you're in a
mind
tunnel.
state.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And you're like, right, I have to do this. And he makes you act impulsively.
And he makes you isolated and lonely, that no one wants you, no one loves you, no one cares about you.
And this is not the case.
That's how he
This is just how he manipulates you. Shaitan was put on this earth to manipulate you away from the deen and away from everything that is good. So, you know, remember that when you think about doing something.
When you're in a predicament or you're going through a really difficult situation, you need to make a really harsh decision about your life and you need to put yourself first. Don't do it by yourself. Speak to someone you trust.
Always speak to someone. Please, guys, speak to someone.
Anyway, that's the end of our scenario, guys.
Thank you so much. If you made it to this point, I just want to say that you are such an angel,
especially on YouTube, because if you're watching this without any light and you see us in our natural form,
no light, no, you know what I mean, no light often is filter, isn't it? And right now we are unfiltered.
We are natural selves.
Unfiltered girl talk.
Anyway, we love you guys.
We love you.
Please don't forget to download.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe
on the YouTube.
And we'll see you next week for the update.
Indeed. Love you guys. Bye.